welcome back everybody to the Shambam Podcast, Shambam Video Podcast. Today we're joined by Royce, a good amigo of mine. We're gonna dive right in. What's
do
up?
you have like a list of stuff?
I got some material.
Oh,
I told you, I came
I was expecting you to have
armed.
like a paper or something.
No, dude, I don't kill trees, man.
Digital.
I'm not a tree killer, dude. I don't believe in that.
Give you a star for thinking green today.
Thinking green. Sponsors out there? PETA? Does PETA do trees, or are they just animals?
No.
Now that I think about it.
PETA's the ethical people for the ethical treatment of animals. So.
Oh, that's what it stands for?
Or, depending on who you are, people for the eating of tasty animals. It kind of just depends on.
I'm sure that you
who
can
they're talking.
put
I think
some.
it's like two groups when they're trying to use the same name.
Yeah. I'm sure you can fit some botany in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they don't like you enough, they'll complain about something you did too. You know, they could
trying
come
to
after,
fit plants
after.
in there somehow, like plants. I don't know. Lost
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, what would you rather? All right.
Okay.
Chronically be underdressed or overdressed?
Chronically.
Chronically.
Or chronically.
You want to be overachieving on the,
This
on
sounds
the
like
good
you're
old
high
wardrobe?
when you're overdressed and underdressed all the
Yeah.
time. Probably overdressed because I'm always underdressed for stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
So you want to get a flavor
Yeah,
of
well,
the...
yeah, just.
But like
just
this is like
get a
all the
taste of
time.
it.
You can't go back.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just, you
just look snazzy.
yeah. They're like, hey man, like going to the gym.
And you're in a tuxedo.
Just dappered out at the gym.
Just rip it. You gotta
Yeah.
buy a new tuxedo
Yeah,
every
like,
week.
Exactly. Doing deadlifts with it.
Just freaking ripping it.
Up. It's like, oh, my coattails are covering the rib. Don't worry about it.
Dude, I don't know, man. Because everybody who I've known that's been an overdresser has been those guys that always have like facts that they think are like interesting that they want to tell you without
They,
your
like,
consent.
know everything.
Yeah. They'll just come at you with like, do you know that the temperature of Pluto is like vastly different than, you know what I'm saying? Like and you're just like, dude, we're playing chess.
See,
It's
but
like,
we're talking about like way overdressed, not just you look nice, right?
like freaking. So you're saying, yeah, Great
That's the way
Gatsby.
I took it when you said it. That's what I'm
Go to
thinking
Walmart.
is like, I mean, not I'm wearing, I don't know, name a nice brand.
Yeah, okay. I should have said a
Like
scenario.
nice
I
clothes,
guess.
or is it like suit and tie?
Right. I'm saying like whatever you would wear to a wedding,
Right.
going to do some shopping, grocery shopping.
Yeah, at like Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all, and that's all you were
And
doing
all
that
the
day.
time, no matter what.
And that's all you were doing that day.
I'd rather do that.
You'd rather do that.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than showing up to like a
But then
really
you're
nice
standing
event.
out.
Yeah, but then when you go to a nice event, which is very rare, and you show up like in hobo clothes, that I feel like that's almost worse.
Yeah, but
Because
like,
then you really stand out, and people are just like looking at you.
but I guess you and I.
Because when you go out in public
Yeah.
in something nice, like people are gonna look at you, but no one's gonna say anything. Right?
But this is the thing. People want to rob you. That's where I'm coming from. But this is another paradox that I just found.
People wanna
You're Goliath and I'm David. So like
Right,
I
but-
look at it like I don't want to get I try to avoid the altercation if I can, because the correct guy could step on me, you know, and it'd be over with.
I think it comes down to your mentality though on it too.
You think?
Yeah, because like if you, despite how, regardless of how big or little you are, somebody tries to mug you, and you just lose it, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if you're like 5 foot,
Yeah.
and you just like flip out and start coming at them sideways. They don't want to deal with that.
Maybe, dude.
right?
What if they're on freaking crack?
Maybe.
What if they're
It
on
might
meth?
be, but just lose it, man.
Just lose
Yeah,
it.
Just lose it on them. I think there's a lot
the
of
old Eminem on 'em?
50% of the fight is the mentality that you walk into it with, right? I mean, that's the way I would assume it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never really had.
I've
that
never.
problem.
Have you ever been in a fight? Yeah, you have.
I've been in a couple.
You've been. Yeah. Yeah, you have. I've never.
Well, I've always tried to avoid fights like my whole life. Like there was never a time like when I would.
I feel like you
go
get
looking
courted for
them.
fights.
Well, like, it happens when like this was when I was younger, but like when I first started going to bars and stuff like that. Yeah, you get in there and there's like that super drunk dude.
Yeah,
and
we had
he's
this
all-
conversation
and
I
he's
think
like,
yesterday.
I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to hang out, man.
You're the guy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hang out. That's all.
Oh, make me prove
Yeah.
my worth.
Exactly. And then, I always try to talk my way out of it because I don't want to fight people. Fighting's not, it's not fun. It's just not. And I haven't even been in that many, like 3. And it's just not a fun thing to do.
I've never been. I think I've been, which is still a stretch, 1.
See, I think the thing is people that, like, not saying you, but, like, a lot of people that have never been in one, they're like, oh, yeah, like, I want to get in a fight. But it's because you've never been in one.
Yeah, but what are the reasons why you think they want to get in a fight?
Because I think people make it sound like it's cool.
Like it's cool?
Like it's cool to get into a fight. But when you're, like, in the middle of it, it's just, I don't know. And the aftermath, too.
Yeah. Well,
like, one of them, because, like, one of the fights that I got into, the neighbors ended up calling the cops because they could hear us in the house.
Oh.
And so then the cops show up, and, like, the dude was hurt pretty bad. And
this dude, you messed him up.
Well, he hit my sister.
Okay.
And so
there we go.
I lost it on him, but he was so drunk that he passed out. So when the cops showed up, they're like, hey, we got to come in, whatever. So we're like, yeah, come on in. And so I'm sitting there like, well, I'm going to jail. Like, that's it. Like, that's assault. Like, even though it was a fight or whatever. And they woke him up and they're like, hey, man, like, who did this to you? And he was like, I don't remember.
Dude.
Yeah. And everybody at the house party was just like, we don't know.
Dude, those are some guys right there.
And
nice.
and then after, but they all knew what had happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, they knew why I just came in out of nowhere and like just cold cocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like started losing on him in the house. And so I was like, dude, no way.
Score. Get out of jail free card.
That was it.
We can play Monopoly over here.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had a get out of jail free card.
Mm-hmm. That's what you did. IRL.
Yeah.
So fights aren't good. But like for me, I've wanted to get in a fight, but purely not because it's cool, but purely because I want to know that I can handle myself in a fight.
Well, okay, that's different.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if you consider that, then I've been in like a crap ton of fights because like Reed and I have always been friends, right? So I've always had like that group of friends, and then I've always had like another group of friends.
Yeah.
Right? And so like another group of friends that I used to have, like there was times on the weekends where we would go get like just completely hammered, and then it was like, hey man, you want to fight?
Well, that's different.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That I wouldn't.
That's like MMA. That's gentleman's sport.
Like, I wouldn't consider that a fight. It's like, hey, we're both drunk. Like,
let's throw some hands.
Just see what happens, right? and it's fun. And then I mean, it hurts, but you know that when you've been drinking for a while, which I don't drink anymore for that purpose, for these reasons that I'm listing out right now.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. It's just it's fun though. So in the moment when you're doing it, you're like, oh, this is kind of cool because you're not mad, right?
The devil's in the details.
And it's way different because you don't fight the same when you're mad versus when you're just like, okay, this is my buddy. Like we're not mad at each other. We're just gonna.
The end goal is different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, because I've wanted to get in a fight, in a real fight, not with like a friend fight. Like
right.
I wanted to like get in a fight just to ascertain that I could do it when it was necessary, you know, and then come out the victor when it was necessary.
But then you also have to think about the consequences of that action, right? Because like where you're going to get into places that you would have to go to get into that type of situation, you got like you just have to accept the fact the cops are going to get called.
Yeah.
Right. And when you have that situation, like let's say at a bar, for example, and you get in a fight with somebody else, that's a real fight. Cops are going to show up and they're going to arrest both of you.
Yeah.
Right? And then
it's like school. Yeah. It's like school brawls. So you both get in trouble.
You're like getting all handcuffed and you're just, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, not worth it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's why I haven't gotten in one, because my life has been pretty much PG the whole way through.
But like I said, I've always just tried to use verbal jujitsu. Yeah, man. Yes, I'm a pussy. It's fine.
That's right, dude.
You win.
You won, buddy.
You win the verbal fight.
Yeah. Have you seen that video? You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Oh, I think I have. Yeah.
It's like, and you are? He's like, yeah, I'm that guy. It's like this dad. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you're not that guy.
So you'd be overdressed. Oh, all that from that dog. Yes. All that from overdressing.
Circle back.
We went from tuxedos in the gym to the morality of violence. I don't know, man. I kind of like the vibe of being underdressed, you know? People don't expect much, so then if I do excel, they're like, damn.
And then once you start talking,
you know what I'm saying? I'll just whip out some Edgar Allan Poe real quick, and they're like, this guy
needs some depression meds.
You know? Yeah, exactly, dude. I feel like underdressed for me. I don't know why. I just overdressed. I feel like, you know why? I feel like I've always tried to, like, make sure I like any event that I would go, especially growing up Mormon, right? There's so many like events that we got, and plus just going to church. It's just like, oh man, I gotta like look good, you know, what kind of tie am I gonna wear? Gotta make sure I'm not looking all weird, or like dances and stuff. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm good. So I'm like, you know what? And then over the years I've kind of like been like, just casual, dude, you know, just let me be comfortable. And then if people, then people don't think much about you, and then you can surprise them.
You just set the bar really low. So then when you do excel.
They're expecting disappointment,
yeah,
you
they're
know?
expecting to. So when they're only slightly disappointed, they're excited.
Yes, exactly. Dude, my methodology is impeccable.
See, and maybe I approach it from a different angle because I was raised Catholic. So like, we'd wake up in the morning and have like, I mean, I would go to church with my mom because I don't go much anymore, but I have like shorts and my DCs on, a t-shirt, just go walking up in the church, and like everybody would do that. So there's a huge difference in.
Was there like an actual like a dress code, if you will, for church, like no, Catholic church? Because I always figured that it was pretty casual the whole time.
Especially now, like you have some people that'll show up like older folks and stuff. They'll come in like suits and whatever, and then like there's other guys that are middle aged that'll wear like, you know, button ups and slacks and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's what they wear every day, kind of.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but
that's usually what I'm picturing right now. I'm seeing them at, like getting like bananas.
Those type of people. Yeah. Bananas.
You know.
But then you see like a vast majority of people like. It looks like they just, I mean, they're in their pajamas still. Not literally, but like, you know, shorts, flip-flops, you know,
yeah, like
t-shirt.
They got the eye crust out of there.
Yeah, like they just woke up and they're like, pink. All right, let's go to church.
Let's go to church. Let's go pray.
So, you know, some of the guys in there, you know, it's like church at 8:30, lake by 9. You know what I mean? They're just ready to go.
They got it dialed in, you know? They know what they're doing with their day. They got their schedules going. What would you rather? Okay. Lose your sight or lose your memories? That's a pretty easy one for me.
Like all of your memories?
All of your memories, dude. Like short-term memory loss status. You can see everything, but you're not going to remember it.
Because like going blind would be pretty tough for me.
Yeah. But like at that point...
Do you keep all your long-term memories?
That's a good question. Up to what point, too? We'd have to establish. Like, when did it cut off?
Like, if somebody said, hey, you lost your last 6 months of memory.
Like, you had your last Lunchable, and that's all you remember.
That's all you remember, yeah. But then from here on, you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pick the one I think is the lesser of two evils. I'd rather keep my sight.
You'd rather keep your sight?
I think I would. I don't know how I could do it, like... See, that just freaks me out right there. Just
really?
A couple seconds. Never again.
Your heart just started pounding. Yeah, every time you blink, it's like it's terrible for you.
You get a little claustrophobic every time I blink, man.
Damn, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't know this about you.
No, because like I've because every once in a while you'll see like stories or whatever of like, you know, somebody that lost their sight when they were like 35 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd be able to handle that.
Yeah, I think about that too. Like somebody, like a life-changing, life-altering thing that happens to them, and I like something like that. Like you said, 35. I think about like same thing. Somebody happened to that 35. I'm like, dude, I'm 25. I'm not even there yet. So this still could happen to me.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
Like, shoot.
I think it's almost. I mean, don't quote me because I've never been there before, but like people, you know, kids that were born blind, right? So they don't know what anything looks like. They go their whole life not knowing what's going
Right.
on. Like, I mean, they can hear everything, but they can never see it, right?
So they don't know what they're missing out.
Right.
Essentially.
So then to be somebody that has gone, for me, the last 31 years of seeing everything, and then blackout.
Because then you can remember, like, when
you know what you're missing.
Yeah.
You know, when you're, or you have an idea of what you're missing, because everyone's like, oh, that looks so, like, that looks so great, or whatever. And it's like,
yeah. Because I have, I don't know, because I had one, I wouldn't, like, what would you consider a friend? You know, because, like, I don't know if he was my friend per se, but he was, like, an acquaintance, somebody I knew, I spoke with in high school who was blind, born blind. And I don't know if he told me or I saw this online or something, but a blind person who was born blind saying, like, yeah, I don't really think much about it because I've never been able to see. So, like, when we're just analyzing this, right? Because we don't know, you know, we could be completely wrong. Right. But I think I did see something like that about somebody saying, like, it's, you know, my life is the same. It's just I can't see, and I've never been able to.
Kind of like the same thing for people that are, you say, when you're paralyzed from the waist down, like paraplegic.
Paraplegic, yeah.
Right? Like, I got a buddy I went to high school with. After high school, we went to the military or whatever, and got in a really bad football accident. And I think he was playing for the Army football team.
Really?
Yeah, and I forgot what happened, but he messed up his neck real bad, and he went paralyzed from the neck down. And mentally, everything's legit, but from the neck down, he's quadriplegic now. You know.
Oh my gosh.
And so, I feel like, again, don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like almost that would be worse because you know what it's like to not be like that, and
especially living that much of your life.
Yeah, and then as opposed to, I'm not saying one's better than the other, but as opposed to somebody that's lived like that their entire life, they don't know any different, but they do. I think that's different because they can see other people, and they're like, oh, maybe I want to do that.
Right.
You know, of course you do. Right.
So you're going lose sight for the mercy of ignorance is bliss, losing your memories.
Lose memory.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so like you don't even know.
Yeah, if I don't remember,
you're good.
You can do some weirdo stuff, man, and they'd be like, "You remember doing that?"
No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Dude.
Like, that's it.
Shoot. Damn. I was going to say straight up, like, I'd lose my sight. But, like, because I don't know, man. Maybe I come from a place where, like, I just think that people just can adapt to anything, you know? So I'm like, I'd rather just have my faculties and be able to keep, like, because I can make memories still. That'd be crazy.
Well, think about it, though. If you did it right, because in this scenario, how often do you lose your memories? Is it like every morning you wake up and you don't remember the past day?
We're saying like 51st dates.
I was just gonna say, that's an easy fix, man.
Just make notes.
Keep your sites.
Make videos.
Make videos, and then every morning when you wake up, hey, I got a note.
But you don't think
play a movie.
But I mean, it's a movie, so they make it look beautiful. But I feel like in reality, I would wake up. See, this is how I think short-term memory would happen, right? I wake up tomorrow, right? From this, I wake up tomorrow. It's been 50 years, right? I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, what the fuck? What? And then somebody plays this video that says, hey, look, this happened to you, and it's okay. And then I'm like, I don't give a shit. What the hell happened? You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
I still think I'd freak out.
Down the road you've been, the worse it would get. Every birthday would be like a new milestone.
Exactly, dude.
Because like you're like, oh, okay, like a week ago you started losing your memory.
I feel like in the beginning, it's gonna be a softer blow because it's like, okay,
20 years later.
It's only been a week. You know, it's only been 2 years, but then it's been 50. It's been 60. I have 3 children.
Well, and especially if
they have kids.
Like you said, if you kept your memories from that point back. So every day you woke up, you thought you were 30. Or you thought you were 24.
No, you thought you were 24.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're like, I'm 70?
Dude, you're done. Like, you could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're old, you're frail. You can't do things. You spry out of bed the way you did when you were 25. And then there goes your ACL.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's a lot of problems here, dude.
No, that'd be all bad.
Shoot, I'm losing my sight.
All right,
I'm losing it.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree on that one, man. Would you rather have? No, that one's stupid. That one's lame. Would you?
Stupid.
Oh, this one's a good one for you, I
These
think.
have not been vetted yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been stamped with approval. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or internet? So basically not invented anymore, right? So you don't know it exists. No. Let's rub the salt in there. You know
Let's
it's
rub the
available,
salt.
but you just cannot have it. Say like every time you're in a place that has it.
Like, oh, just hook up to the Wi-Fi. Then people are like, "What's Wi-Fi?" No. In this situation, only you know what the internet would be. So then everybody else would think you're crazy.
Well, I don't know.
So nobody else would remember.
I was gonna go with you're like cursed essentially. So everywhere you go, the service is always down. Like there's something that happened that it killed it.
It's not working
whether it's
right
Wi-Fi or the AC. You know what I'm saying?
There's
you go to a
just not
hotel.
enough internet to go around.
Sorry, the AC just went and it does not work.
Oh.
Like no matter. So what would you give up?
I'm gonna.
You seem like a guy who gets very uncomfortable in the heat.
I'm gonna have. Well, no, I deal with the heat all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate the cold actually, but anyway.
Oh, well, because when we're paving, dude, that asphalt's
That's
like
true,
325.
You're in an oven now.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
It's baking you.
I prefer to be hot,
front
than
and
cold.
back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah, me
all
too.
day.
I can take layers off. I can douse myself
I
in water.
would personally, because no heating, that's okay. Throw a sweater and some sweats on.
Yeah.
You're good, man.
But well, keep going. Sorry.
And then the AC thing, I'd rather have the internet. Yeah. I'm gonna have to just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
That's
now
kind
you're
of
talking.
easy now that I'm thinking about it.
No Battlefield. No video games with your friends.
No anime.
Only LAN parties. I mean, we're talking about going back to like the
You're gonna be that guy. Hey, you wanna come over? Can I come over?
Yeah, you wanna come over and play video games? What the fuck is this?
Dude, just go to your freaking office.
Yeah. Go online.
Get on Steam.
Yeah.
Discord,
like,
dog.
oh, well, at least we have air conditioning. I don't care. You tell me I have to get in my car.
So wait a minute.
And
What does
drive
that
to my friend's
mean
house?
though? Like air conditioning, but do we still have access to fans? Like, can I have a
That's
fan
not
blasting?
an air conditioner. That's what I'm saying. There's so many ways. You could use a water cooler.
That's true.
Before there was ACs, there was water coolers.
That's true.
The only problem is you can't make it too humid in your house. Your computer will burn down.
Nathan taught us that lesson. Oh man, yeah, that's actually pretty easy. I would give
Yeah,
AC.
so I would take.
There's too much I could do with internet. There's too many
that's what I'm saying.
things.
There's too much information that's accessible, right?
But like I feel like if I were to leave the internet behind, I'd just find an Amish community. But they don't have AC either.
No,
Homie,
they don't
the
have
Amish are
either.
living with nothing.
Yeah, they have
They're
nothing.
living this right now.
Yeah.
But both.
Yeah, with both of them. And no power. They don't have electricity
Oh my
either.
gosh. That's crazy, dude. The Amish are crazy. Well,
They make great furniture, though.
they make great what?
Furniture.
They do, man.
Yeah.
Because they know how to work that hammer, dude. They know,
Dude,
how,
they know
to
how
work
to
the
make
mallet.
wood do, like, crazy
Whatever
things.
they want.
Yeah.
They can make
So
resumes
I've
with wood.
been to, like, some of those Amish communities on the East Coast.
Really?
Great food. Great food.
Dude,
The food is
yeah.
amazing.
I haven't had Amish food, but like
Well, it's not like they don't have Amish food, but it like
right, but they know how to make food.
yeah,
I mean,
like there was one place we went to, and they had a restaurant on their like their land or whatever.
yeah.
There was like no electricity there. It was all like, but it was they had lots of windows, and they're only open during like daylight hours.
Yeah, of course.
And dude, I mean, they had like fried chicken and like all kinds of different, and it was so good.
Yeah, dude.
So
Because, dude, what's that other? There's another community that is. It's not Amish. It's Mennonites.
Oh yeah, we got
Mennonites.
Mennonites here in California.
Yeah,
a lot of
but,
them.
yeah, we do. We do have a lot of them. But up in Bonners Ferry, there's a lot of Mennonites up there. That's up northern Idaho, North Idaho, like Canada,
See,
Idaho.
like Atwater, Merced area, a lot of Mennonites down there.
There was a Mennonite that was like I think she was the manager at the McDonald's.
really
Actually, yeah. But like, that's what I was gonna like. Mennonites have access to power and
So
electricity.
they can have electricity and power because like we got a farm down in Merced area, and a lot of Mennonites are like farmers, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of them grow sweet potatoes and they'd sell them to our packing house, and we pack them and ship them. And one day I was talking to one of the guys, and he's Mennonite, and pulls up in his truck, and he's got a cell phone and stuff. And I was like, hey man, like, aren't you guys not supposed to have all of this stuff? And he's like, we're allowed to have it for work purposes. And then like they can access the internet, right? So he was saying like when their kids go to school and they have to do research for a paper or something, they can have limited access to the internet specifically for what they're looking for.
Really?
And then once they've got it done,
that's a big loophole, though.
get off the computer.
I want to have fun.
Yeah. No. They can't do that. It's for school purposes.
School purposes. But like in this case, but you said that they have access to it for whatever it is they need it for.
Like,
so like
for school or for work, if they have to research something for work.
But it has to be like a complete necessity.
For no pleasure.
No
reasons.
leisure, no pleasure.
So they don't have TVs in their house. Like he had a cell phone, but he was like, if I'm not at work, he was like, basically his phone is with him at all times and it's on because he's a farmer, so something can go wrong at any time.
Right.
But it's only for work purposes.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And so it's interesting. Like they kind of, they're like the lawyers of the religious world. They're kind of like, well, we have this loophole here, so we're going to take it.
Damn, dude. That's pretty all right, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because I always wondered about that, seeing them around. Because I always associated Mennonites with Amish, just because they're in the same like family of like
like they all
people
do the
that,
beard thing.
Yeah, and just the more of a living off the earth kind of thing.
Yeah, they definitely have a much simpler lifestyle, for sure.
But dude, we're
was that 40 minutes?
Freaking done. No, that was 30. But
that didn't feel like very long.
That didn't feel like long at all. So we both agree, internet. We're keeping that. AC
absolutely.
Can take a hike. Damn, dude, we got I got a lot of them, man. I didn't think we were gonna.
We kind of went off on little tangents.
We did. That's good.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. See you later.